What's up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. It's Deanna here with another car chronicle, and I am en route to work. So that means I'm on my 2-hour commute. It is day 23 out of 75 of my challenge. I already did spin bike, not very long, but I know when I'm on campus I'm going to do some walking as well. But I know when I get off, that's when I'll be doing the rest of my writing. So I would like to say I'm like 80% done with chapter 2. I know my chair wants me to have chapter 2 and chapter 3 done tomorrow. But realistically, it's just not going to happen. There's no other way for me to put it. It's not going to happen. When you are a full-time employee and you're going to school, you do the best that you can with the time that you have. I believe in work-life balance. I know what it's like to be burnt out, so I'm not willing to burn myself out for anything. Honestly, I'm just not willing to. It's just too risky for my own health at this point. But I feel like, with that being said, I've made really good strides. I answered over 20 plus comments. I realized in going through the comments, it wasn't just answering the comments. Like, it was revisions, rewriting things, tying things back to my research questions. And so I realized, like, I need to add like a whole nother section just talking about discipline. And then the other section that I have to work on is talking about like a program. So technically I feel like I still have a good, 5 pages to go, maybe 10. But if I was talking to my chair, she'd tell me I still have another 15 pages to go. But because I realized I had a whole section missing, I was like, okay, we're gonna have to work on that. So I have to provide the actual topic and then have subtopics underneath. And I know that alone is going to add probably another 3 pages. I think the last time I looked at my page count for all the chapters so far, but they're not. Chapter 1 is completely done. Chapter 2 is like 80% done. Chapter 3 is like 60% done. And I'm at like 49, 50 pages. So I have quite a few pages, but I still got to keep plugging away. I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be doing another 9 weeks of quote-unquote chapter 2, but I know I'm going to finish up chapter 2, go into chapter 3, while in like repeating chapter 2 course. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but anyways, I'll end up defending and then going into chapter 4. So basically I'm gonna plow through like the next 9 weeks is really going to be honestly getting through the rest of these chapters. But I'm so close to wrapping up chapter 2. I feel like I should be done by next Monday. We'll see. We will see, one day at a time. But as far as work is work. Kind of started on a interesting path. It's never good when you get a call from your boss and a Google chat and an email. Thankfully, me being me, I keep good documentation of everything. So I'm like, here's everything you need. But my students are great. I can't complain. I can never complain about students. Students are the reason why I show up. It's all the other stuff that I'm like, I could do without. I could really do without. But, it's part of the job. But aside from that, I don't really have much else going on. I just wanted to give you guys like a quick update on what's going on with the challenge. I don't have anything fun planned for the weekend yet. You never know. You honestly never know. I have been talking with family and friends about my paddleboarding experience. And honestly, like, I was talking with a really good friend of mine yesterday, and I was just telling her, like, there was just so many moments of just clarity that I got from that experience. And I'm really trying to hone in on the fact that there's so many reminders of life that it doesn't have to be so hard. And I don't always have to take the hard way out of everything. And it's okay if I'm getting a hand up. I like to say hand up versus a hand out. Because at the end of the day, life shouldn't be that challenging. There are going to be challenges, don't get me wrong, but it's not always going to be that challenging. So, but anyways, I don't know if I'll check in with you guys again tonight. I do have another video in the queue talking about a really interesting topic of micro retirement. This is for like my 9-to-5er folks / if you're in a compassion field like education, social work, any kind of field where you're honestly dealing with people. You clearly have some level of passion for people. And there's a real thing called compassion fatigue. Like, it's real. And this is why I say, like, I cannot allow things to stress me out, because I know what it's like to care so much for something to the point where it's legitimately making me sick or stressing me to a point where I'm burning out. And it's like, I can't live like that. One of these days I will share my story about why I left social work and also my reasons for leaving public education. There's a lot of different reasons. But at the end of the day, it just boils down to like my passion for what I do. I just care too much, and that just makes it really challenging. So anyways, happy Wednesday to you guys. I will hopefully have this video up by tonight, and by the time you guys see it, I will probably be commuting home and preparing to do more, what do we want to call it? Writing. So I will finish off day 23 of the challenge strong. Have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.